Hi, my name is Detrick DeBurr. I'm the Democratic nominee for Texas House of Representatives in District 65. District 65, which is a seat that was actually held by a Democrat in 2018 to 2022, and then it was redrawn, includes Argyle, Bartonville, Copper Canyon. We also include Draper on Double Oak, the pieces of Flower Mound and Carrollton, Hebron. We also include a little piece of Plano, a little piece of Dallas, and a little piece of Fort Worth, as a matter of fact, as well as Roanoke and my city, the Colony. And there's also Justin and Lantana in there also. So as you can see, it's a district that has been really redrawn, but I received a question. So I thought it would be interesting to share my response with you guys. The question was, what was the biggest issue facing District 65? I'd like to share with you what I shared, and I'd love to get your feedback and input on it. The biggest issue facing District 65, in my opinion, is extremism. We have forces right now that are coming into District 65 and quite honestly just muddying up our politics, unfortunately. We have national figures like Kyle Rittenhouse and Steve Bannon, right? And when I see those types of figures come into an area, it makes me ask the question, who are we? And more importantly, I think we're going to have to decide who we want to be. Who are we going to be to each other? It begs the question that, are we going to be friends or enemies with our LGBTQ community members? Are we going to be friends or enemies with our community members of different faiths and different ethnic persuasions? We're going to have what I call crucial conversations. And when I'm elected, I'm going to ensure that we do that. Make sure that we have those crucial conversations so we can decide who we want to be as a community. Sit down and let's walk it out, and let's talk it out, and let's work it out. But I think that's extremely important. More importantly, it is something that we're going to have to address so that we can move forward. It is the elephant in the room. Another big issue that's facing District 65 is funding our public schools. We have Louisville ID, which is a very, very big school district, Argyle ISD, Northlake ISD. And these ISDs are assets. If you think about Louisville in particular, 4,000 employees at least, almost over 50,000 students. That's a lot. And so we have forces in the state as well as nationally that have taken a knife to funding our assets. We're going to have to come together and decide how we want to handle that. How are we going to fund public education as a community, as a state, and really as a country, quite honestly. So I think that's a big issue that we're going to, but I don't think it's questionable. We're going to have to handle this issue. There's another issue that I think is like right around the corner, and that's managing our growth. North Texas has some of the fastest growing cities in the country. And I think about District 65 in particular. Argyle and Northlake, those two towns, cities, are experiencing 18, 19, almost 20% growth over the past 3 to 4 years. And if you think about it, going from a bedroom community, it's 10, 12,000 people to say 17, 18,000 people over a 4 or 5 year period, that's a lot of growth. It's a lot of stress on a community, right? And I believe that our states at a legislator level should be helping our city councils and our mayors to manage this growth, as opposed to passing things like a Death Star bill, right? That limits what the people that we elected can and cannot do. And so managing that growth is going to be extremely important. And then more importantly, from a state level, giving those people we elect the resources to do that is important. So I believe the top issues that are facing District 65 are addressing our extremism so we can move that out of the way and get back to the business. Funding our public education system in particular, and then addressing our growth. I think that's going to be absolutely what we face over the next, over the coming years. I think I'm more than qualified and prepared to deal with it. I look forward to talking it out with you and working out how we actually address those things. So I'd love to get your feedback in the comments, questions, what have you. And please like and share this also. I think it's important that we get down to doing the work. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. You have a great day.